Okay. I have that it's 4:01, so we'll call the meeting to order. The agenda that we're going to consider today may look similar to the agenda from August 22nd, 2023 board meeting. After that meeting, a concern was raised whether or not the agenda and the meeting complied with the Open Meetings Act. And out of an abundance of caution, we posted the agenda again, and we'll consider the agenda items again today with the exception of agenda item number 6, which I anticipate on our previous agenda, that agenda item number 6, which I anticipate will be taken up at the November meeting. So just wanting to let everyone know, this may look a little familiar here. So with that being said, I'm going to remind everyone what the purpose and responsibility of the CVB board is. The Convention and Visitors Bureau shall promote, market, and sell convention and tourism related business in the Nacogdoches area to further the promotion of tourism and publicity for the area, and promote Nacogdoches as a tourism destination throughout the state, region, nationally, and internationally. The CVB Board of Directors is the governing body of the CVB, setting policies, goals, and objectives. So just a little reminder. Oh, I've already messed up the agenda. It's fine. It's okay.
We don't have to go.
Agenda item number 3, I just stated about let's see, am I?
No, you're good.
Yes, I'm good. Okay.
No, you're good.
Yes. So to revisit the Open Meetings Act, we heard at our retreat, we had a refresher from John Fleming and others from his office. And there is some question as to whether or not this body needs to comply with the Open Meetings Act. There are multiple documents that seem to say different things, including our bylaws, the city ordinance, and several agreements that were made in the last year with the city of Nacogdoches regarding our scope of work. So what I would like to think about, and we can put this on the agenda for the next meeting, is to create an ad hoc committee made up of the executive committee and a few of our members to explore the fullness of this organization and all of these documents, which seem to be in somewhat contradiction to each other. And then I would like to really wrestle down the Open Meetings Act and the necessity for the board to comply with that. It may come out on the other end that we do comply with it. Currently in the city ordinance, it says that we must comply with the Open Meetings Act. So we're proceeding in that fashion. But we can set this on the agenda for next month. But I wanted just to let everyone know where we stood on that. And are there any questions about that? Okay, well then we'll put on the next month's agenda to form an ad hoc committee to look at all of these documents and try to get an idea of really where we stand regarding the Opens Meeting Act and our organization. Okay, we're going to move on to the in August minutes. I think those were sent to you in your board packet. So once you take a chance to review those, I'll entertain a motion to approve both of those minutes.
Oh, I approve.
You moved to
I move to approve.
both of the July and August minutes?
I move to approve both July and August.
Okay, perfect. So Tammy has made the motion, Alex seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the minutes are approved. And we're going to move on to the financials. Cheryl, would you share with us our financial report?
You should have all gotten it in your packet. I mean, we're way over on income and under on expenses. I don't know what else to really say. Good thing. I mean,
Can you
we're
give
over.
me the copy for my personal?
Yeah. I just write the checks. I mean, we're way off whack on the budget, but we knew we would. But since the income came in higher, we're spending the money. So I guess on both ends, we're just. But I'll be glad to answer questions.
Okay, I was gonna say-
Specifics.
I'm assuming there's a plan for settlement, yeah. Or no.
Do you mean for all excess money?
Just Yeah, sure.
Not really, no.
Okay, I didn't know.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Originally, I think we were gonna talk about it at this meeting, but
Okay.
I think that it needs to be a more formal, I think we need to have a special budget meeting because we received new numbers, and we do have excess from last year with all the staff changes. So I think we need to sit down and figure out what can we spend, but what should we not spend because we won't have it the year after type thing. So,
And yeah, and obviously there might be some things that we can't spend it on because of what it is.
yeah, for sure. And that was kind of the purpose of the board retreat as well. It's just so everyone knows what we can spend it on and what we can't spend it on. So this is probably the first time in a long time that we have any excess money. We were fighting tooth and nail during the pandemic
Yeah.
and had to get subsidized from the city. So we don't want to go crazy and do everything. We need to use it as smartly as possible. So that's why I think a dedicated meeting just for that is probably needed. And I'm so sorry to inundate y'all with meetings, but we're kind of at a pivotal time of the CBD right now. And I think that the more everybody knows and understands, the more power we have.
And these are the August financials, so.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Old Town breakdown numbers or don't? Do you have any
It's
idea?
not really related to our financials.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it in our
Okay.
reports.
Actually, are you talking about a special budget meeting that's in addition to next month's? You won't just have a budget portion in next month's meeting?
We could do that. I'm worried that it will put us, it'll put us at a 2 to 3 hour mark. If everyone's okay with that, I can do a poll like as usual. If y'all would rather combine the meeting and just knock it out with one long one, we can, or we can do it like a 1 hour budget and a 1 hour regular meeting.
So you anticipate that you would take that hour?
I would guess so, possibly more, just because there's a lot we have to look at.
The next, so you're talking about on the 24th?
Of October,
If we combined it.
we might need to look at that as well, because that's during the Texas Downtown Conference.
Yep. I was gonna say, right.
So, just check your email.
Yeah, and then if we did it at a meeting, the next one would be till November 28th.
We're definitely not gonna skip a meeting, I don't think,
Yeah, but
So,
the budget, so it sounds like you're doing the budget
Yeah.
separate. It's the-
Yeah.
Right.
This is a great opportunity for us, I think, with new leadership and just looking at the organization more fully, and then to have this little bit of extra money we can maybe do some things we'd put off. So I think this is a great opportunity for us.
Yes, sure. And I'll talk about some ideas that I have in my direct report.
Okay. So moving on to agenda item number 6, the nominating committee slate of officers. Again, we're revisiting that from our previous agenda in August. And so the nominating committee was Wanda Mouton, Alex Rance, and myself. And I'll entertain, we're going to put the motion forward for the slate of officers, and we'll need to vote on that again. So I'll entertain a motion from one of my nominating committee members, and then we can move forward.
I move to move forward with the group of proposed slate of officers, with myself, Shay, and Wanda.
Second the motion.
Second,
Was that Crystal?
any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, that passes. And we're going to move on to our staff reports, and we'll hear from Ashley.
Okay, so now to talk about the Old Town breakdown. So just for a little bit of clarity, and this isn't anything that y'all are saying, but just the community keeps congratulating us, and that's really kind. We actually don't have that much to do with it, other than cooperation with the city and permitting the event. And, you know, but we help in a lot of ways, but I feel bad taking any sort of credit. So the credit absolutely goes to the event host, the Massey Rose Foundation, and Steve Melanders. But we are excited about the promotion of it because our hotels were 90% full on the Friday the 15th, and then 93% full on Saturday the 16th. And that's not counting short-term rentals. I have not gotten to look at those numbers yet because it's not as easy to grab. Shelby did this report, actually, she called around to all of the hotels and spoke to them personally. We can't quite do that with the Airbnbs. So we're hoping to have a more complete report for y'all in the coming months. Last year, we did a full-blown report and presented it to City Council. I'm not sure if they're gonna want us to do that again this year, but we will absolutely do that if it's requested. So overall, that whole weekend, plus Centennial, plus a million other things that were happening, it was a very packed weekend in Nacogdoches. Christmas plans are underway. So I kind of put feelers out to the community. I was like, we really need to beef up our Christmas holiday season because we have the potential to be a Christmas destination. So luckily the Nacogdoches Arts Collaborative heard my cries, and they are going to have a winter workshop again on the 2nd, which is the same day as the parade. The parade will be that evening, so there will be a little bit of a lull in between, but that's the perfect time to go get food or hot chocolate or change your clothes. And then there's also going to be a Market on Main downtown. I'm trying to get everyone involved so we can really like vamp up our promotion of Christmas in Nacogdoches. We can't say much yet because we're still waiting on some official things, but the parade will be different this year in a really great way. So just be ready for the promotion of that and help us spread the word when we're able to release that information.
Not the route, but the parade itself. Or you don't know, dot, dot, dot.
I can't say.
Got it.
Why did you
So that might mess up
I
my.
paid the bit.
You have a date for the parade.
Yes, the parade will be the 2nd. And oh, it's a Saturday.
I thought I saw Sunday somewhere.
No.
Okay.
It's always the first.
Yeah,
weekend,
and I always thought it was Saturday, but I thought, there's not a Sunday for that. But I saw something.
There just might be some additions, is what I'm saying. So good things. Yeah. So kind of going, this is partly marketing, partly director report. So with, I can't hire a creative content director right now because of our current situation with the board and things like that. So to fill in that kind of open spot that we have, I'm looking at possibly outsourcing. I was approached by Small Town Socials, which is owned by Amy Mahaffey, and I looked at her packages, and they range from $750 a month to about $1,200 a month. And I'm not saying that I'm for sure going with Small Town Socials, but I'm saying that we could use the help with promotion. I've been doing both jobs since June, and in complete honesty, I feel like I'm slacking on social media. I'm just not able to get to it. It is a full-time job, no matter what anyone tells you. I'm sure my friends in here can tell you. So I'm looking at possibly outsourcing that. It's not anything we have to take a vote on, but if y'all have any I guess any opposition to that, let me know. I of course want to go to the board's direction, but since we probably won't be able to hire anyone until after the first of the year, I'm looking at maybe doing like a 3-month contract to help us really boost our promotion through the end of the year, and then January 1st, starting fresh, new person and things like that. And also, this is not to say that I think that we could replace the staff person. I don't think that's possible. We struggle to cover the front desk. Mike is working pretty much every weekend in some fashion. So I do not propose at all that we replace a staff person with a social media agency. The job is social media, but it's other things as well. It's helping us keep this place running. It's going out in the community and advocating for us and things like that. So just wanted to be really clear with that. Does anybody have any thoughts about that?
I just had a question.
Sure.
I know in the past you guys have had interns.
Yes.
So I just didn't know if there was interns that could also help lighten the load on
Yes.
everybody, not just you.
For sure. We have, so in the past, we've had an intern through SFA work study, and I put feelers up for that, and I wasn't able to get anyone this year, but now I'm working with the CARRI, C-A-R-R-I, Center for Applied Research and something. Thank you. I was looking for the long one, and I have too many other acronyms to keep up with. But anyways, they sent me a resume this morning, actually, and so I'm looking at it, and I'm going to interview her probably later this week. I asked specifically for social media experience, and she doesn't have that, but in this day and age, anyone that's Shelby's age or our age has social media experience. So, I think that will be a great help, and I will wait to see how much of a help she is before moving forward with any contracts. But it seems like every time we get an intern like going, then they leave. They graduate or they, move on to their real job or things like that. So, and we'll see what we get and what they're capable of, but we might need a little more than that.
Of course, I was just wondering.
And the work study situation is the same. I don't know if Larry's experienced it at SFA or Alex experienced it in Angelina, but we can't get a work study student in my department either.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay. That makes me feel better.
it's very difficult to get student workers right now.
Correct.
So,
I
yeah,
guess, yeah.
but Tammy, you probably felt it too.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
What is the timeline for thinking for hiring outsourcing?
Well,
Just estimate,
I would say probably by the end of October.
but starting soon,
Yeah, definitely like November
and
1st.
then until
Yeah.
we get everything settled.
Yep.
as far as-
So Ashley, what do you think that person's hours are gonna be? It's
About
Students.
15 to 20.
18 to 20. Are they flexible? Or do you
The
want to need
interns?
them, well, for the social media?
Social media is, it's instead of hours, yeah, well, this particular one, actually, yeah, they're all different, but this particular one that I'm just entertaining the idea, they do it based on number of posts. So like 5 posts a week is 750 a month or something like that.
Okay, so if you did look for a student
Yeah,
work study, then it would be a flexible.
yeah, absolutely. And we've even, our last intern, we offered, if they wanted to get more hours by working from home. Because we have a social media management system, it's Sprout Social. And if I give them the login, they can create drafts in there any time of day they want. If they want to work at 2 a.m., they can. And then I can go in there and approve the posts. So that's really where we need the help is the content creation.
But you also want this person to go out into the community.
I would like that. That just goes a long way.
And that'll be a full-time position.
Yeah, that position is full-time, yeah.
That was a position that you had.
Yes, that's my previous position, creative content director.
Just so when we start thinking that people know just
Right.
what to expect.
Yeah, yeah. And as soon as I get the green light to open up that position, you'll all know, and hopefully we can find someone in the community that's wanting to stay a little while. Okay, well, so moving on from social media, I mentioned just having some ideas for 2024 excess, heavy on the quotations there. So we need to look at salary adjustments. One for Shelby's position. She is performing above what was expected, and her salary is, in my opinion, really, really under what it needs to be. So definitely take a look at Shelby's position and salary, and then also the creative content director, just to be able to attract someone that has the kind of marketing talent that we're looking for. I also think we should boost up our continuing education budgets. Right now, the only conference we attend is TACBB. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm in the Texas Travel College, but I would love to see Shelby and our future employee also do that. And right now I don't think there's even a budget line for me to do that. We just did it because we have extra money this year. So I'd love to see those because that's where we really get the most information about our industry and keep up with the trends. And then just some building things. We had the carpet cleaned a few weeks ago, and it looks better, but even the carpet guy was like, this is just lipstick. It's like, we really need to replace the carpet. And he doesn't even sell carpet. So he was giving me an honest opinion.
We can go back to our budget that we have some money.
Yes, yes. So building improvements is a major one. And that concludes my director report. You want me to go right into marketing?
Any questions on anything that Ashley touched on there?
You just said a lot.
I did, so now I have more. Not much though. Because I told you I've been slacking on the other part. Okay, real quick. We have been using Constant Contact email marketing for the longest time. I recently switched over to Emma. We got a full redesign on our newsletter. So now when you receive our newsletter, it's basically a compact version of our website. You can book straight from it and events, and it's just going to look really nice. So keep an eye on your email for me for that as well, because we're going to do a big fall e-blast. I placed an ad with American Road Magazine, and they're going to do some social media promotion for us as well. And then I did a co-op ad with Lufkin for the holiday season in Travel, Taste, and Tour magazine. So that was something that we talked about last year, but never really got around to because Lufkin was kind of in the middle of a big rebrand, but now they have gotten their footing and I have a good relationship with the director. So we did that. And it was, I wrote the advertorial. It was about, I think like 350 words. And then, that Lufkin and NAC split the photos in half basically. So we each got put in the same amount of photos and we talked about why you should visit the entire region for Christmas and not just one or the other. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. And I hope that they found it just as beneficial so we can do more in the future.
What was the magazine again?
Travel, Taste, and Tour magazine.
Okay. And do you know when that will come out? Like
I think it's already out and they posted on their Facebook.
Travel, Taste.
A feature about it. Yeah. I can email that to y'all as well.
Yeah, okay. Before I go looking for it.
Yeah. Do y'all, when we have pieces like that, do y'all want me to email them?
Yes. I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That way we can share it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
All
would
of our
probably help show
personal-
people that we're actually doing something over here.
Yeah, because we can also share it too on our,
Yeah.
our socials.
Okay.
Our circles of influence.
I will do that. Okay, I'm done talking. Thanks.
Shelby.
Well, Ashley said most of my opinions. Old Town Breakdown was really well. I haven't heard a negative comment about anything, not even the road closure or nothing. Centennial, I thought it was great. It was super fun. Like Ashley said, the hotels were fully booked, almost all of them. Snack Friday was this past Friday. It went really well. Art Fest was also on Saturday. Hadn't heard anything bad about that. We had what, 200 people just on Saturday?
235 or something.
Yeah,
Right.
huge on Saturday. So the art
Parents'
fest was,
weekend, that was a
It was
lot.
also, yeah.
so both, the art went really well.
We're off.
Knack at Night this is our third movie of the year and the final movie. Downhill has allowed us to show Halloween Town in the church. So I'm super excited
That's
about
cool.
that. We're gonna do like a dress up, either the pajamas or your costume, whatever you want. And the Main Street Department actually sponsored this movie. So
And what was the movie?
Halloween Town.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God.
Halloween Town? Didn't they go?
Yeah.
Which is
Oh, no, I'm terrible.
Sorry.
It's 1998.
Yeah.
It's a great Disney Halloween.
I was great.
Halloween.
I was
in
thinking
it.
graduate school in 1998. That's my excuse.
That's fair.
But I'm super excited about that, especially working with Veronica and Tori. I think it's gonna be really awesome. October 21st at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, homecoming. That day. The Christmas parade route and all that jumbo, we've already started planning. Homecoming is planned for the permitting side. There's some smaller events that have been permitted. We have 4 conferences that I know of off the top of my head right now that are coming in within the next 5 months. We have the Impact Conference that's coming in with SFA. I have been in touch with them. There's an American Society of Fisheries coming that same week. So we're doing stuff for them. The garden, I don't remember the actual name, but it's a garden conference. Native plants are coming
Native Plant Society of Texas.
in November. And then the Model Aid Ford Club is coming in June, I believe. So lots of things coming up.
Do you know the dates on those?
The Impact and the Fishery are February 22nd through the 25th.
Okay.
The Garden Club, Native Plant Society is November something.
Second weekend.
I think it's the 9th and the
9th.
10th, to be honest. The Model
You
Aid
guys,
Ford
y'all
Club,
can go, if you want to go on Native Plant Society of Texas, become a member, right, next to the conference, but Dr. Creech speaking, Don Stover, I mean, there's some really good people to go into native plants and all that.
this November or next November? This November. And then the Model Life Book Club, I think I don't know the days on that.
That's okay. I mean, it's still far away.
We've talked a lot about.
Yeah,
it.
June. She's been calling Shelby since the day Shelby started working here, and
Okay.
actually before then. So we didn't have, she contacted us, I think, last January. And we were like, we have a group salesperson starting very soon. She'll be in touch, because we're talking about 2025 at this point, no, 2024. Well, at this point, it was like still 2022, I think. And I told her, I was like, please hold on just a little bit. She called like every week until Shelby started, and she's been Shelby's best friend since the day she started.
That's great. No, I love that. No, I was just. Yeah, no, these days. When to schedule extra people.
Great.
Yes, love that. Thanks, Shelby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing great work.
Anytime, yeah, I was gonna say, anytime you know when big groups are coming in, like, God, yeah, very, would love to know. Thank you.
The Impact Conference, I had talked to Ben just about submitting a permit, just so we can have it on the calendar for other people to see,
Yeah.
not just us. They haven't done that yet, but I have to send them a link to that. But
They're gonna have an event downtown, right? Is that right?
yes, so we talked about that last week, or on Saturday, actually. Like the administrative are doing a group, something, they're doing a hoorah, but they want something for the kids to do, so they talked about asking if like the downtown stores can stay open late. We talked about doing a movie like outside, like we've done with Snack at Night before, or maybe, and adding food trucks to that. So.
And when you say kids, you mean students?
College.
College students.
There's also a, just class rating, I don't know how big that would be.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The,
Oh, it's
I know that
93.
one actually.
Yeah.
It's like October 13th and the 15th.
Oh,
There is another one,
Okay.
with the school that got torn down. I don't know
Oh,
Eject.
the name.
all right. Great. Mike,
I don't have a whole lot. August was so terribly hot that our visitors were down in number. People walking in. Business as usual. Like I said, we had a big weekend this past weekend. All kind of things are geared up for the fall and Christmas season. The Blossom Fest and
Oh, yeah.
all kind of stuff coming up. That's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, I believe, isn't it?
maybe we need a dunk booth in the visitor center next summer.
For real.
There you go. I like that.
Why not?
Cool off station.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hmm.
That's all I have really, unless you have any questions.
All right. We kind of blew through this
I was
agenda.
gonna say.
I don't think it's gonna take us 2 hours when if we have a pretty quick agenda. It just depends.
I was gonna say, if
Yeah.
we shorten the agenda, then it would be.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
My thought would be, it'd be great if we could do it on a night where we already know that we're available. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. All right, well, if there is nothing else, there's nothing else on our agenda for today. We are going to the chamber banquet. Some of us are going at 6, so we'll adjourn a little bit early and enjoy your
Are you
afternoon.
gonna set the next meeting?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, our next meeting is, we need to, before I adjourn, let's set that. Let's see.
First.
So right now, we're on the fourth Tuesday of every month. We could look at pushing it to the following Tuesday, which is Halloween, and we could all come in our costumes.
That'd be a hard night for me.
No, that's a hard no for me too.
Okay,
Yeah, we're having a.
What about the 19th?
of October.
Thursday. You mean the 17th?
Yes, yes, I do.
I was so
Okay,
sorry.
cool.
It's gonna be city council.
Well, it's always city council.
No, first and third.
It's like every week.
We might have to do another poll, so that might be the
It
best thing.
was like pulling teeth to get this meeting.
Yeah,
Um,
we're very busy people, it seems,
Yes.
so.
What time is city council?
Well, it's not till 5:30, so 4 is not.
yeah, actually, so we could do the same
You
day.
could still do that.
But would that be enough time to cover the budget and our normal?
If we have a meeting like this. Okay, do we want to
just do it and
tentatively
it's
say,
5:20.
Let's tentatively set that, that's also a PTA meeting.
What
so
day?
The 17th,
oh,
yeah. So we'll be back in
October,
touch.
not for November.
Just for October, we're just moving it one week earlier for October, so
You'll let us know.
And we'll confirm that with you all before we just kind of pencil that one. All right, with that, it's 4:31. We will adjourn and we'll see you next month.